All right, here we go. Back in business. Diogo Ribeiro, how you doing, man?
Hi, Brad. I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. Thanks for doing this, man. We decided to go live a couple of hours ago. Why not? It's what, Tuesday? What's happening? Nothing, right?
Yeah, of course. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, listen, congratulations on all your success. A young man swimming very fast on the world stage, had a lot of success over the last 12 months. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's a lot of work.
hmm Yeah. Well, we want to talk about that. And there's going to be some people in the chat here, I believe, who are going to ask some questions as well. So if you are in the chat right now, joining us, ask some questions as we go along here. We'll put them in. Um, but listen, tell me just about the last 12 months. How have you been so successful the last 12 months?
Okay. I don't know. I had a motorcycle accident. You know that, right? And
Yeah. I want to talk about the motorcycle accident. That's obviously something
okay,
that's really important in your story.
yeah,
But yeah, so when did that happen exactly?
it was on July 13, I think.
July 13th last year?
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what happened? You're at a swim meet, right? Like you swim and then where are you? What happened?
Well, that was like one day after I come of the Junior European, and I was going to the session, the training, and I forgot my you know how can I say my uniform,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I just getting home fast, and someone puts me down and ran away. So I wake up on a ambulance.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What are you doing riding a motorcycle, man? You're too young to be riding a motorcycle.
No, it was like when I had 16, I fell in love with motorcycles.
Uh-huh. Okay. And what kind of motorcycle was this? Was this like a road bike or is it a scooter? What kind is it?
Yeah, road bike. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Now, you understand the dangers of riding motorcycles, right? People talk to you about
yeah,
this?
yeah, of course. And I don't want to never again do that.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
actually, because of the accident, now you think you'll never ride a motorcycle again.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. So the guy hits you, you go down, you wake up in an ambulance. What did the doctors tell you initially?
Initially, I was very confusing.
hmm
I just think about don't come again to the water, and
Really? You thought
yeah,
your career was over.
yeah, yeah.
What were the injuries and what did they tell you happened to you?
My shoulder, um, contusing.
hmm
My foot, the same. My knee, left knee, the same. No, my foot was broken. So and hematomes for everybody, all
Did
the
you
body.
need did you need to have an operation?
Yeah, to the finger
Oh.
because it slides on the road, and just yeah,
Now, did you have a helmet on?
yeah, and a big uh, a big jacket, but you know,
What about gloves? Did you wear gloves?
yeah,
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, good. And what kind of pants did you have on?
a normal ones like I don't know, like
Like jeans?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you get hit, you have to have operation on your finger, but you have to have a lot of therapy on your shoulder, right? Your shoulder was pretty messed
Yeah,
up.
yeah, my shoulder, my knee, my foot too. But Daniel was amazing. on that, and just 2 months, and I was in the water again. Normally, I was the medic guys said like 1 year, and I will come back.
Wow.
But yeah, 2 months with Daniel, and I'm now like this.
Wow. So you thought your swimming career was over. You go into deep therapy for a couple of months, and you start swimming again. Obviously, within a couple of months, did you notice some limitations now? Did you notice things were different for you now with the injuries?
Right now,
No, I think maybe like in the beginning.
oh, uh, yeah, was difficult. Um, Maybe in January I was more confident,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, until that, I think I was a little upset with myself
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not getting there and that stuff. But then the things getting better was getting better, and yeah.
Yeah. Now you're look, there's a lot of people that say a lot of great things about you. You're a young, talented, exciting swimmer from Portugal. We haven't had a Portuguese superstar in a very long time, man. So a lot of people are very excited about you. I guess when you get hit by a car on a motorcycle, I guess a lot of people are very scared, right?
Yeah, of course. Um, no one's know me before, knew
Mm-hmm.
with me. I just appear like on the European, I think. Then 2 weeks, no, 1 month ago, no, 2 months ago, on the Worlds Junior. So yeah, it's not that a lot of competitions and a lot of good results, but it's a start.
Did this accident have something positive to do with your performances over the past couple of months? Like, did it change the way you think about your life? Did it change the way that you approach your swimming? Uh, did anything change necessarily from the accident itself for you now to have this type of success?
Yeah, definitely, because um, I think before I was like um, not a bad guy, but
Uh
a
huh.
kid that just think about do things that's not good for athletes, you know.
Uh huh.
And I don't know. It seems like it's a second life,
Mm. Mm.
and I believe in that. I really believe in that, and I'm getting better on my head too.
Hmm.
Um, and I believe that if it wasn't because of the accident, I maybe don't uh, like I'm not what I am now, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So in a way, the accident, not that it was, you never want to say accident was a good thing, but it made
Yeah,
you reevaluate your life, I guess.
yeah, is that?
Yeah. Are you religious? Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I pray every night.
Yeah. Okay. And you
Yeah,
think that maybe in some way that this is a message from God to say like, hey, get your life together. You're talented. You've got some abilities that I've given you here, and you're taking them for granted. Maybe I don't know.
yeah, it's like stop doing that stuff and
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, listen, man, you're going to be a good example for a lot of young kids. I think that there's a lot of lessons that have come out from this, and I think that listen. You told me before we started that you're very nervous to speak in English, so we thank you
yeah,
for doing this in English. And it's not your first language; it's not your most comfortable, but it's very hard to express yourself in another language too when you're trying to say things that are very hard to talk about, very difficult. So I appreciate you doing this. In terms of in terms of your training for the past 6 months, what do you do in your training that has helped you have success?
Oh, about that. Um, Before I have gone to the center to here to Lisbon,
Mm-hmm.
training with Alberto.
Mm-hmm.
I just did like more um, more serious to resistance, not to 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 the speed, you know.
Yep.
And now I do more things to the speed, and I work on the base, of course, but work on the details, and I think is that are I don't know, show to my body new things.
Yeah. I heard that you're a lot more comfortable swimming long course than you are short course right now. You don't like the short course as much as long course?
Yeah, I don't really like the short course.
That's good, man. That's Olympic mentality. That's a good thing. Okay, don't change that. That's a good thing. Um, but were you surprised? I guess with your which swim surprised you the most, or which performances surprised you most? Was it European Championships? Was it the World Junior Championships? Where were you surprised the most with your performances?
At the time of the European, maybe the 50 fly on the third place
Mm-hmm.
was what more surprised me. But then 2 weeks later, I did the world junior record, so it's difficult to say. But
Yeah,
the boat surprised me a little bit.
you're
Um,
the fastest junior man in history, man. That's pretty cool, right?
yeah, I think so.
Now, your birthday is in a week or so. You turn 18 in a week. Is there going to be any celebration? You're having a birthday party?
No, I'm just gonna do my sessions and focus on that.
Ah, there we go. See that? I like that. He's focused. He's well. What are you training for now? I mean, you've come off this amazing, you know, run at the World Juniors. You win those gold medals. You break world records. And then you take a break. What are you now back in training for? What's the focus?
For this year, I think the world championship on in Fukuoka. You know,
Hmm.
we're training for that. I don't
Is
know
that
if
in
I'm gonna.
January?
No, I think it's not. I don't know where is it. When is it?
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
know. I don't even know what's happening in the calendar anymore with world swimming. There's all these world championships and everything going on.
yeah.
Here's a question from Daniel. Look at this. There we go. You don't like short course as much as long course, but what do you think you could learn from short course season? Okay. Are you going to do a short course season? Are you going to race at the World Short Course Championships?
Yeah, well, is that I was talking about? I don't know if I'm gonna be present on that,
Uh-huh.
but we're talking and let's see. I would like just
Mm-hmm.
to to gain some I don't know experience
Right.
with
Mm-hmm.
the big guys.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would like to get better on the underwaters and
Mm-hmm.
the turns too. So yeah,
Listen, there's no big guys anymore. You are the big guy, okay? You're 22 in the 50 butterfly. That's a big guy, okay? You gotta start to change the way you think about everybody else. Everybody's looking at you now and like, hey, that's the guy. So Daniel's here. Daniel's asking this question. I know he's your physiotherapist as well. What kind of work have you done together?
like every week we have two sessions or more
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
shoulder prevention or prevention of something. And I really think that's helped me a lot because on some sessions I'm like more tired, and sometimes I don't feel my shoulders, you know. It's
Mm-hmm.
normal, but yeah, it helps me a lot.
Yeah. Here's a question from our own very own swim nerd. Look at this. Nate, how are you training your speed? Do you train with power towers? Are you lifting weights, doing dry lands?
Yeah, everything.
Everything. So you're training speed, you're doing faster stuff in practice, okay? You said that. The power towers. What kind of power towers, what kind of resistance do you do?
Like 10 of 400s.
You use the buckets or you use the weights?
um, the buckets.
The buckets, okay.
Yeah.
Now in the gym, how many times a week are you in the gym?
Now I'm 4, but next week we start with 3.
Okay, so you're in a strength building phase, I imagine. You're trying to build some strength right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now here's another question. Do you like gym?
Yeah, it's one of the most funny things for me.
You like this? Do you know this person, Diogo?
Yeah. Yeah, I love.
Okay, you like it? Yeah. Um, who's your gym instructor? Who writes your workouts?
Uh, it's a personal trainer,
Uh-huh.
Igor Silveira.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, I love the idea that I can transforming my body to a big thing, you know.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
this point, at this time, the swimmers are getting used to like Popovici, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not that body of musical and that stuff.
Yeah. Now listen, you're 17. Your best time in the 50 freestyle is 21.9, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I swam my whole life. My whole life, I swam until I was 31 years old. My best time was 22.0. You're faster than me at 17, man. Come on. That's not fair, all right? It's not, you got to work, you got to earn that, okay? You can't just come in at 17 and start going 21s in the 50 freestyle, all right? That's not fair.
I'm working on that.
Here's a question. Are you interested in going to college? Maybe in
Uh,
Portugal or in America?
no, at this time I'm just thinking work and work. And if this going good, I think I'm good here, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a team of people around you? Like who are your teammates? Who are the people that you swim with?
Um, I have Miguel Nascimento,
Hmm.
Rafael Azevedo,
Hmm.
Tiago Costa
Okay.
from Sporting, Rita Frischnet from Sporting too, Diogo Lebre, and Gustavo Ribeiro.
Okay. Now, you feel like that's a good group of people around you?
Yeah, I think so. It's an excellent group for us.
Yeah.
We're very friendly with each other,
Yeah.
and I think that's a good thing.
Hmm.
And we push each other.
Yeah. What about this? How do you survive over there in terms of financially? Is there the federation helping you? Do you have sponsors? How do you live?
Here in Portugal is like very hard to live on with the swimming because there are no support for the athletes, or if it is very little, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, at this time the committee are helping us, at least the guys that have times to the Worlds or the Europeans. So it's a start, but I wish in the future Portugal become one of the big countries.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Here's another comment from Carlos. You know Carlos?
Yeah, I know Carlos.
Yeah. He's good. Former swimmer, very, very good swimmer himself. A lot of young Portuguese kids
Yeah.
coming through. That's good. It's exciting. Um, Tell me this: you're one of the young, dynamic crew in the world. One of these young swimmers that are coming through. There's a lot of young, talented swimmers coming through. Who's your favorite young, talented swimmer that's coming through for you right now?
David.
David, yeah, he's a freak, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
What
can
do you like
tell.
about him?
Oh man, his head, is different. I
Hmm.
think he's not human. Um,
Well, you're faster than him. You know that? He's only 22.0. You're 20. You're 21.9. So you're quicker.
yeah, I know.
Make sure you remind him that, okay? Every time you see
Okay.
him, remind him.
Yeah, I told him.
He's a good guy. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good talent in the world right now, man. A lot of young talent. Do you study swimming? Do you watch videos? Like, how do you learn?
Yeah, a lot of. I like to go on YouTube and search for, for example, David Popovici, 103, 203, Caleb Dressel, 50 fly, for example. And I like to watch the all the race because the details are different in something, and
Hmm.
I'm looking for that.
Yeah, nice. I like that. I like that. Studying, doing the details. When you were growing up, did you have a swimmer that you admired? Like, did you have like a hero in swimming at all when you were growing up?
When I was a little kid, I was more like I just think about the Portuguese swimmers
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't knew the world, and I always wanted to race with Miguel Nascimento.
Mm-hmm.
Was the first Portuguese down the 22 seconds on the
Mm-hmm.
53.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now I'm training with him and we're friends, and that's a good sign for me, I think.
Nice. Nice. I like that. What are your what are your weaknesses right now? What are things that you need to work on in the pool to get better?
The underwaters, more details,
Uh-huh.
turns. Uh, I think I'm very good on that part that we swim.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
What about your
but yeah,
start? How's your
that's it.
start?
It's not the best, but it's better.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, I see here you guys have Albertino from
Yeah,
Brazil. Is he the national team coach now?
yeah,
Do you work with him at all?
yeah. Every day.
Every day? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
my
he's a
coach.
oh, he's your coach. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
He's smart. He's very, very good. He knows his stuff. He knows how to get kids to swim fast. So if you're working with him, you're in good hands.
thank you.
Tell him I said hello, by the way.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, very good. Okay. All right. Well, look, what else? What other questions we have here? I need a couple more questions from the audience, and we'll keep going. But what else, man? Tell me something else I don't know about you. Give me something.
Really,
What's that? Say it
um,
again.
I'm good at that.
Oh.
I really like to play FIFA, and I'm good at that.
Well, we're losing him a little bit.
And
No, we're losing you a little bit. We're losing the reception a little bit. Okay, come down. Hopefully come back here. Kid from a small town, moved to a big city. So originally you're from a small town, hey?
yeah.
No, I think we're losing you. Well, let's see what else. What other questions are coming in here? What advice for 15-year-olds to take stress away from competitions? 15 to 18-year-old. Okay. How do you deal with pressure and stress at competitions?
I'm really good at that. Before I was like more stressed, but now I'm fine because I've trained for that, and I think that the work is done, and I just have to do what I learned.
Yeah. Okay. So you confident in the work that you do, and that makes you feel relaxed at competitions. Okay. What about Paris? Paris is
Yeah.
only, well, we're only, like less than 2 years away now. So what are the events that you feel like you can be most successful in? Are you shooting for the 100 fly, 100 free? Is that what you're going to aim at?
Yeah, and 53 too.
50 free. Yeah. How do you mix training for, let's say, the 50 free and the 100 free? Do you do specific work for the 50 and specific work for the 100?
Uh, I think it's almost the same. I do a lot of works like 6 of 15
Uh-huh.
and a lot of like, for example, 4 of 50 with a 3
Mm-hmm.
minutes interval,
Oh, so you're doing like lactate work?
Yeah,
And I'm sure Albertino probably has you doing a lot of parachute. You do parachute, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
a lot
like.
of parachute. Yeah.
Yeah,
He loves parachute, no doubt. But that gets you guys strong and fast, man. I tell you what, he,
yeah,
he loves doing the parachute with the fins and paddles. But okay, well, cool, man. Well, listen, it's been good to chat with you. Nice to get to know you a little bit, and I'm glad that the motorcycle accident has really turned your life around like that, and people know who you are now, man. You're a serious contender for Paris now in a few events. So keep working hard. Stay off the motorcycle, okay? And
yeah. Don't worry.
we'll
Thank you,
we'll
Brett.
follow your career, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Brett.
All right. Thanks, man. Take care, all right?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for everybody listening today. Bye.